The most expensive necklace in Europe was worth 1,200 crore rupees. That precious necklace was kept safe inside a vault 50 feet underground. But a group of girls wanted to steal that necklace. They had a marvelous master plan. Did those girls ultimately get it? Were they able to steal that necklace? Friends, the movie I am going to explain today is named Ocean S8. Among all the best heist movies around the world, one famous series is the Ocean's movie series. So, the main character of this movie, Debbie Ocean, is Danny Ocean's sister, which means you could say the entire family, siblings included, are thieves. So, without further ado, let's start today's movie story. The story begins with us seeing a girl named Debbie Ocean who had been serving jail time for the past 5 years for theft. In the jail interview room, she talked to the officer about her parole. At first, the police did not want to release her because Debbie's brother, Daniel Ocean, was a notorious thief like her, and the police had trusted Daniel and released him from jail. But after getting out of jail, Daniel had stolen about 800 crore rupees from a casino vault, which we saw in the Ocean's 11 movie. The explanation video link for that movie will be in the description. After getting out of jail, Debbie goes to a department store. There, she picks out some things, like clothes, perfume, and many other items. But she tears off their price tags. After this, Debbie goes to the counter with those items. She says, "I bought these last week, but the products aren't good, so I want to exchange them." Then the girl at the counter says, "Okay." "Ma'am, no problem. Please give me the receipt." Then Debbie says, "Oh, I don't have the receipt, but you can look at the items. I haven't used them even once." Then the girl at the counter says, "All right, ma'am. Even if you don't have the receipt, at least show me the credit card bill." Then Debbie shows an annoyed expression. She says, "Oh, I come shopping every month. I buy things. Are you newly joined here?" Hearing this, the girl gets flustered. Then Debbie says, "Never mind, you don't have to exchange it. At least give me a carry bag to take these." Then the girl gives Debbie a carry bag. Now Debbie walks straight out of the gate with those things. Just imagine how clever and smart you have to be to steal things like this and then ask for a carry bag from the shop, threatening the staff to go home. So you can understand just how interesting the story of the heist shown in this movie is going to be. Debbie goes to a hotel after the same kind of shopping from several shops, but Debbie doesn't have any money. How will she stay in a 5-star hotel? Then she comes up with another idea. Going there, Debbie stood beside the reception. At that moment, a couple checked out, leaving their hotel room before their time because they had to catch an emergency flight. After the couple left, Debbie sits there, calls the reception, and states the couple's names and room number. Then she tells the receptionist, "Actually, our flight got canceled. We need that room again," since the couple had already paid. The hotel staff kept the room for Debbie after cleaning it without closing it, and Debbie went straight to that room. It's as if she booked the room with money. After this, Debbie lies down comfortably and relaxes. But at that time, she had the list of her potential partners. So, did Debbie plan a new heist again? In the next scene, we see a club where a girl named Lou was sitting and reading a magazine. Lou was the owner of this club. She was involved in theft work at one time, and Lou and Debbie were partners. But since Debbie went to jail, Lou started doing this illegal work, mixing water with vodka and selling it. And no one would figure it out because she knows that people drink whatever they find when they are intoxicated. A little later, Lou receives a message from Debbie, and she leaves to meet Debbie. Meanwhile, Debbie goes to the grave of her brother, Daniel Ocean, and gives him something. It is shown here that Daniel Ocean died in 2018. Debbie loved her older brother very much. And right then, a man named Ruben arrived there. Ruben and Debbie's brother Daniel were friends. They had done many thefts together. But Ruben tells Debbie, "Don't do any more theft or robbery, because your brother wouldn't want that." However, there was another hint from Ruben here. Perhaps Daniel Ocean is still alive, and he spread the false news of his death so the police wouldn't search for him. After a while, Lou arrives there with her car, and Debbie bids farewell to Ruben and gets into Lou's car. While driving, Debbie tells Lou about her new plan. She says, "I don't want to spend my whole life behind bars doing these small-time thefts. I have a big heist planning." Lou asks, "What is that thing?" Then Debbie says, "This time we will steal the most expensive diamond necklace, which is about 50 feet underground, inside an underground vault. Its market value is about 1,200 crore rupees." Then Lou says, "I understand everything, but how will we enter a 50-foot underground vault? There is always security there." Debbie says, "No, we don't have to enter there. Instead, the necklace will come to us itself." Hearing this, Lou gets surprised. So, she takes Debbie to her house and arranges accommodation for her. After this, Debbie goes to another place, which was owned by Claude Becker. Claude was Debbie's ex-boyfriend, and today was Claude's show at his art gallery. He was talking to a woman when Debbie arrives, and seeing Debbie, he gets nervous and quickly goes to her to talk. But Debbie immediately holds a knife to his throat. But what is this? It's not a knife, but a toothbrush. But what was attached to its head? Where a metal rod would be caught by a metal detector, so Debbie took a plastic knife. Claude gets scared seeing Debbie because she went to jail because of him. Then Claude hits Debbie. Then Debbie does unharm him but gives him a warning, and then cuts off his shirt button and leaves him. A question may come to your mind. Did Debbie go to jail because of Claude? You will find the answer later in the movie. Lou and Debbie go to a museum where various expensive paintings were kept, and various guards and CCTV cameras were installed to protect them. Lou looks at everything and asks Debbie, "So, are we going to rob the museum?" Debbie says that diamond necklace will be brought to this museum. Then Lou says, "But to steal that necklace amidst so much security, we'll need at least 20 people and 40 lakh rupees for million INR. But Debbie says, "Relax. Baby, we are going to steal, not rob. So, we'll manage with only 7 people and 10 lakh rupees. But Lou still doesn't know exactly what Debbie planned. She says, "Tell me exactly what you are going to steal." Then Debbie takes Lou to a press conference where a famous actress, Daphne Kluger, was giving an interview. At that time, a reporter asks her, "Ma'am, the Met Gala party will be held in a few days. Which designer's outfit will you wear?" Then Daphne says, "I haven't decided on the designer yet. And let me tell you, this Met Gala party was supposed to happen at the museum where Debbie and Lou had just been." Now, Lou gradually understands Debbie's planning. But when Daphne, the actress, says she hasn't selected any designer yet, Debbie figures out her next plan. The two of them start looking for a designer who will help them with the heist. Then Lou finds out about a fashion designer named Rose. Rose was a very popular makeup artist and costume designer at one time. But her fashion designs have become somewhat outdated now, and she took out various loans from the bank, and currently she has about 5 crore rupees, 50 million INR in bank loans, due to which the bank withheld her passport. She could not go anywhere outside the country, and for these very reasons, Rose is the perfect trap for Debbie. Debbie and Lou meet Rose. They first introduce themselves as Rose's fans, sit and talk with her to establish a good rapport. And when Rose talks about her bad situation, Debbie says, "I can help you. You can get everything back. Your bank loan will be paid off, and you will get your passport back. However, you will have to do a small task." Rose is surprised. She asks, "What task?" Then Debbie says, "You have to provide the Met Gala costume design for the famous actress Daphne." After hearing everything Debbie said, Rose thinks the two of them might be joking with her, because why would Daphne hire a flop designer like her? Then Debbie tells Rose about her plan to correct her mistake. Debbie says, 50 years ago, the Queen of France used a diamond necklace, and this necklace was from the Cartier company. The necklace's name is Toussaint. The current value of this Toussaint necklace is about 1,200 crore rupees. But after the queen died, the necklace was returned to the Cartier company. And since then, the necklace has been kept inside a security vault for 50 years and has not been taken out yet. Debbie further says, this time, the Met Gala party has been organized at the museum. Its main theme is to showcase the jewelry collection of ancient European wealthy royal families. And the party is a big chance to take the Tucson necklace out of the vault. However, Rose's main responsibility is to convince Daphne to wear that necklace, because Daphne is the main guest of the party. And if Daphne requests the Cartier company to wear that necklace, then they might give it to her to wear and take it out of the vault. Rose really likes Debbie's plan, and she agrees to work with them. After this, Debbie meets a girl named Amita who worked in a jewelry shop. Amita's father, however, used to work on heists with Debbie's brother, Daniel, at one time. Amita was known to Debbie. Debbie then tells Amita about the new plan. Then she asks how long it might take to break a diamond necklace and make small pieces of jewelry of various shapes. Amita says 7 to 8 hours. Then Debbie says, I will give you 200 crore rupees, 2 billion INR, and ask you to do this work. Then how long will it take? Amita gets flustered and says, I can do it in a very short time. Meanwhile, Debbie comes home and sees that her partner Lou has brought a girl named Nineball into the team. Nineball is one of the best hackers in America, and she will help them hack the museum's security cameras. Various tasks began. Whatever dresses Rose could design, Debbie arranges a meeting between Rose and a famous designer and secretly takes their picture to publish it in the media, writing that all the big designers are secretly meeting Rose to get ideas. Reading this news, Daphne directly meets Rose and gives her the job of Met Gala costume designer. This means one big chapter of Debbie's plan is now complete. On the other hand, to carry out the heist, they needed a pickpocket who could do sleight of hand quickly. Debbie and Lou then see a street performer on the street, who, in the middle of a card trick, stole a man's watch by tricking him, and the man didn't even realize it at the time. This girl's name was Constance. Debbie takes this girl into their team. Next, a girl is seen. Her name is Tammy. When Tammy was cooking food at her house, Debbie arrives there. Actually, Tammy was an old partner of hers. She used to do heists with her at one time. Debbie comes and sees that Tammy has kept various new sealed pack items in her garage at home. Actually, Tammy still does theft work, and she stole these from the customs track. Debbie offers her the necklace heist, and Tammy agrees. Then Debbie says, okay, tell me one thing. Your husband doesn't know you're a thief. So what do you explain this stuff as? Tammy says, I tell him I bought them online. And Tammy also joins the team. Debbie's team is now complete. The next morning, their whole team of 7 comes to Lou's house. Debbie explains the entire heist plan to everyone and assigns everyone their respective tasks. She says on the day of the party, there will be an exhibition with expensive jewelry and paintings at the museum. Daphne will come wearing that 1,200 crore rupees necklace, and Rose will be the one to insist on her doing that. Nineball will hack all the security systems of that museum. Tammy buys a 3D printer to make a replica of that necklace, which they can use to make a replica exactly like the necklace with a material called zirconium. However, they still had 2 big obstacles in front of them. Because to make a replica of that necklace, an original 3D video of it is needed. And that necklace has been kept inside the vault for 50 years. There is no video of it. So, a 3D video of that necklace is desperately needed. Otherwise, the 3D printer cannot be used. And the second obstacle was convincing Daphne to wear that necklace. Rose and Amita go to the Cartier company to get a 3D video of the necklace. They are shown various jewels there, but they don't like them because they need that expensive diamond necklace. Rose keeps asking to see that necklace, but the company manager refuses to show the necklace because they cannot take a 1,200 crore rupees necklace out of the vault without security for so much travel. Rose, on the other hand, was not one to give up. She cleverly says, "The name of the Cartier company is fading nowadays. People are gradually forgetting your name. And that necklace has been lying in the vaults underground for so many years." But if a famous actress like Daphne wears this expensive necklace to the museum party with this opportunity, then your company's name will spread everywhere again. Hearing this, the manager agrees, and he takes them to that vault 50 feet underground to show them the necklace. When the necklace is brought in front of Rose and Amita, they are stunned to see it. Rose then puts on her glasses, which she will use to scan the necklace. But a problem arises here. The glasses underground did not get a proper signal. Then Amita cleverly tells the manager, "Actually, we want to see the necklace in the sunlight, because the party will start around noon, and people will take more pictures around noon." The security guard brings the necklace upstairs, and then the glasses get a signal. After this, Rose keeps looking at the necklace from different angles, and her glasses keep scanning the necklace. Meanwhile, Nineball, sitting on the computer, keeps receiving the 3D video of the necklace. Then the security guard accidentally bumps Rose's hand. Then he says to him, "Oh, she is examining this jewelry." After this, just when the scanning is 100% complete, Tammy makes a replica of the necklace with her 3D printer, which looks exactly like the original necklace. Meanwhile, Constance steals a cleaning man's card from the museum and gives it to Nineball. And Nineball now enters the museum's meeting room disguised as a cleaner, where the museum authority was discussing their security system. Nineball goes there and, under the guise of cleaning, places a small speaker in the dustbin so they can hear everything about the meeting sitting outside. They learn that the entire museum's security system has been updated for the Met Gala, but they have to wait until the system update is complete. Nineball chooses one person from the list of security company employees. She takes all the details of that person from his social media. It is seen that the man loves dogs very much, and his profile is full of dog pictures everywhere. And Nineball creates a phishing link on her computer and sends it to him, which was written as a free spa offer for dogs. And by clicking on that link, the man's entire computer comes under Nineball's control. And through his computer, she now finds out where all the cameras are in the museum. Along with that, she also hacks all those security cameras. They check all the cameras and see that cameras are installed in every corner of the museum. However, the bathroom was very important for their necklace heist, because they would steal the necklace from the bathroom. But since the camera was installed outside the bathroom, they would be caught on camera if they came out of the bathroom. Then Debbie asks Nineball to create a 9-foot blind spot in front of the bathroom. That is, there will be no camera view within these 9 feet. Nineball now places a pawn in the movement of that camera. On the other hand, Rose convinces Daphne to wear the necklace at that party. She made a fake necklace with safety pins, the design of which was like the original necklace. But Daphne was very nervous because the price of this necklace was very high. But Rose convinces her in various ways. Now Tammy, Debbie's friend who used to steal customs goods, starts working in the company that was responsible for organizing the museum party that day. As Tammy was going to her desk, she sees a demo of how the party tables will be placed. Then she takes a picture of the demo with her scanning glasses. Here, the seat next to Daphne was empty. Then, as per Debbie's instruction, Tammy puts Claude's name on that seat. Oh, you saw Claude a little earlier, who is Debbie's ex-boyfriend. But now the question may come to your mind. Why did Debbie give her ex-boyfriend a seat next to Daphne? Debbie met Claude 10 years ago. Claude was from the art gallery. And there, Debbie made Claude a lot of profit by increasing the price of paintings disguised as a fake customer, and they became very close while working. But when the police became suspicious, 2 police officers made a fake deal in a restaurant. And when Debbie and Claude went there to sell the painting, they were arrested during that deal. But when the 2 of them were interrogated, Claude blamed Debbie to save his image, and because of this, Debbie was jailed for 5 years. And Debbie had planned in her mind to frame Claude, and that is why she gave clawed the seat next to Daphne at the Met Gala party that day, and 9-ball finished her work creating about a 12-foot blind spot in front of the bathroom where she only needed 9 feet. Debbie is very happy to see 9-ball's work. Meanwhile, Tammy tells her señor and gives the catering responsibility to Lou. And she puts Amita to work in the kitchen. Then comes the day of the heist. In the morning, the priceless diamond necklace is taken out of the vault and taken to Daphne's house under tight security. Daphne is mesmerized by the necklace once she sees it. Then Rose puts the necklace on her. But a little later, when Rose tries to take the necklace off, she can't open it. Then the security guard says, it can't be opened just like that. After that, the guard opens it with the help of a magnetic key and says, once the necklace is worn, only we can open it. Rose gets a bit flustered seeing this, because that was not her plan at all. Then she instantly comes up with an idea. Rose says, oh wow, it's an amazing thing. Show me once more. Saying this, Rose puts the necklace around Daphne's neck once more, and this time the security guard comes to open the necklace. Right then, Rose secretly records it with her phone camera. She immediately sends that video to 9-ball. Debbie had only 1 hour left, and a new problem arose in the meantime. 9-ball then sends that video to her sister because she was an expert in all matters. Then 9-ball's sister makes an exactly similar magnetic key and gives it to 9-ball. After this, the event starts in the evening. Daphne's date is with Claude, and Rose was with her. Here, the media's attention is on the 1,200 crore rupees diamond necklace on Daphne's neck, which was the most attractive item of the event today. Many other celebrities also came there. Debbie changes her name and enters the museum disguised as a guest. Constance is dressed as a waiter there. Lou comes in as the catering team head, and Amita is in the kitchen. And Tammy was in charge of the entire event management, and 9-ball watched everything on the camera from a foot below outside. In a word, someone from their team was involved in every job of the event, and so far, everything was going according to plan. It is seen that the guards are always walking behind Daphne, and Debbie also keeps an eye on her. However, not only was the 1,200 crore rupees diamond necklace here, but there were also all the royal jewels of Europe's most famous royal families, worth thousands of crores of rupees, tens of billions of INR. Meanwhile, at dinner time, Claude, Daphne, and Rose sit at a table. It is seen that Claude has become very close to Daphne in the meantime, and Daphne has started to like Claude. Now, according to the plan, they get to work on their respective tasks. First, Lou mixes medicine into Daphne's soup, and Constance serves that soup at her table. Daphne had not been able to eat for 3 days due to the tension of this event. So, as soon as the soup arrives, she starts eating quickly. But since Lou had already mixed medicine in the soup, Daphne feels sick a little later and runs towards the bathroom. Her bodyguards immediately start running after her, and Tammy watches this whole situation from afar. She sends the news to Constance immediately, and Constance goes and locks all the bathroom doors from the inside, leaving only one bathroom stall open at the end. Seeing the doors, Debbie gives a key to the bathroom door beforehand. However, when Debbie gave the key, she was clearly visible on the CCTV camera, but no one was seen entering the bathroom door. Meanwhile, when Daphne enters the bathroom, she does not find any open toilet stalls, except for the last one. So she gets up and enters that one. Meanwhile, when the guards follow her and try to enter the bathroom, Debbie stops them. She says, Hey, what are you doing? This is a women's bathroom. Men are not allowed here." The two bodyguards stand outside, wondering what to do. Inside the bathroom, Constance goes to help Daphne when she sees her vomiting, and under that pretext, she uses the magnetic key to take off the necklace. And Daphne was so sick that she doesn't realize it. At the same time, Tammy tells a waiter to remove his plate. And when the waiter was passing in front of the bathroom with the plates, Debbie deliberately bumps into him. She takes him into the CCTV blind spot. Right then, Constance comes out of the bathroom, and she places the 1,200 crore rupees diamond necklace among the waiter's plates. But the waiter doesn't realize anything. He goes back with the plates as usual. And just at this moment, the guards talk among themselves and come with some trinkets on that tray. Amita was waiting there. Amita immediately bundles the necklace and puts it in the vault. She keeps it in her pocket. Her job is to take the necklace apart, piece by piece. Then Amita says, "I'm going to take a toilet break." Then Amita takes a toilet break and enters the bathroom with the people, where some instruments for dismantling the necklace were already kept. Now Amita gets to work. She starts cutting the necklace into small pieces. Meanwhile, Daphne comes out when she feels a little better. But what is this? The necklace is not on Daphne's neck. The two guards are shocked to see Daphne because the magnetic key to open the necklace was only in their hands. They immediately go to the bathroom to check. But by then, it was too late. The guards return and start interrogating her. But Daphne cannot say anything about how the necklace disappeared from her neck. Then Claude comes and says, "Hey, the tallest girl, didn't she eat something and fall sick?" Security should be even tighter for such an expensive necklace being lost. They lock the exit of the museum, and everyone is then taken to one place. They start checking all the staff, and some guards inside interrogate Daphne. But Daphne cannot say anything about how the necklace disappeared from her neck. Next, a guard is seen checking towards the washroom in the kitchen, where Amita was sitting and making separate pieces of the necklace. Nineball then tells Amita to finish quickly, but Amita says she needs more time. Meanwhile, that guard went to open the bathroom door. Just then, Debbie plays her next move. She tells Tammy to take out the fake necklace. Tammy takes out the fake necklace that was already tied on her, which they made with the 3D printer. According to Debbie's instruction, she takes out the necklace, dips it in the water, and holds it up. She says, "Hey, I found the necklace." Meanwhile, hearing the walkie-talkie, the guard and Amita turn back without going towards the bathroom. The guard gives the necklace to Daphne and says, "Maybe it fell here when you went to the bathroom, because you were walking, dancing along the way." Since the necklace was found, everyone was released, and everyone attended the party. A little later, Constance comes out of the toilet and goes to Amita. By then, Amita finishes her work. She puts the separated parts of the necklace into Constance's pocket. After this, Constance carefully delivers the different parts of that necklace one by one to Tammy, Rose, Nineball, Debbie, and everyone else. And now they all change their clothes, and one by one, they leave their work. It is then seen that everyone on their team, including Debbie, has some kind of diamond jewelry. Someone has a diamond necklace, someone has earrings, someone has a bracelet, and someone has a ring on their hand. In this way, they steal the necklace and safely leave the museum, and no one even notices. But the problems continue one after another. When those guards return the necklace to the Cartier company, the manager tests it and realizes it is a fake necklace. He is stunned, and he checks once more to see if it is fake and confirms that the original necklace has been stolen. Now, a man named John Fraser, an insurance company investigator, is given the task to uncover the whole matter. The necklace was stolen, but the Cartier company had insured it. So, the insurance company starts the investigation on its own. John interrogates the guards and realizes that the necklace was stolen from Daphne's neck while she was in the bathroom. Then at first, he thinks maybe Daphne flushed the necklace down the bathroom. And for this reason, he checks the bathroom pipes too, but he finds nothing. After this, John checks all the CCTV footage of the entire museum, and he sees Debbie there, and he has no doubt who the thief is, because he knew Debbie from a long time ago. But he had no proof in hand to suspect Debbie, because the CCTV footage clearly showed that Debbie came in front of the bathroom. She was not involved in the theft. After this, John interrogates everyone from the museum management to the waiters, but he gets no information. John now meets Daphne. He interrogates her. Was Claude always with Daphne besides the guard on the night of the party? So, he interrogates her about Claude. Then Daphne says that Claude is her boyfriend, and at one point during the party, the two of them were in the library. Then the guard was not with her. Now John shows her Debbie's picture and asks, "Do you know her?" Daphne says, "No, I don't know her." Then John tells her Debbie's identity and also the identity of Debbie's brother, Daniel Ocean. But Debbie had a strong alibi, as she was in front of the camera the whole time. In the next scene, Debbie and her team are all seen celebrating. But here a question comes to mind. The movie's name is Ocean's 8, meaning this movie is about 8 thieves, including Debbie. But here, there were a total of 7 thieves. So, who is the remaining one? And just then, Daphne enters that room. Everyone is surprised to see Daphne, and everyone watching this scene is shocked. Actually, Lou and Debbie took Daphne into their team. Daphne figured out the planning. Daphne first suspected why a flop designer like Rose would design her party dress and convince her to wear the necklace. She realized that Rose was only acting. After that, when Rose opened the magnetic lock, she was even more sure that they were planning something, and finally, when the necklace was taken off her neck inside the bathroom, she felt it. But without letting anyone know anything, she helps them execute their plan. She herself could have told John everything about herself, but Debbie and Lou understand what she is capable of. Then Daphne thinks it's the best option to divide the 1,200 crore rupees among 8 people instead of the 7 thieves getting nothing. But here is another problem. Why did John investigate this theft? And until they catch the thief, they cannot sell any part of the necklace. So, they needed a scapegoat. And Debbie says, that scapegoat is Claude. Because Claude was very selfish. He put me in jail. I won't let him go without making him eat jail food. And she had planned to frame Claude a long time ago. When she took the opportunity during the party to slip a part of the necklace into Claude's coat pocket. But framing Claude was not easy, because when John goes to question Claude, he says, "I was with Daphne the whole time." And John hears all these things, and Claude says, "Why would I steal the necklace?" Then John says, "Still, I wonder. You have so much money, then why would you steal the necklace?" After this, John comes out of there and meets Debbie in a restaurant. Because John was somewhat sure that Debbie stole the necklace, he just had no proof. John speaks to Debbie, explaining, "Look, I don't want to arrest you. I just want the necklace back." Then Debbie shows John Claude's picture and says, "I will give you 10% of the necklace in exchange. You arrest Claude for the crime of stealing the necklace." John realizes that Debbie wants to frame Claude to take revenge on him for the past. He says, "How can I arrest him without proof?" "Don't worry, you'll get your proof." Now Claude and Daphne are seen together, where Daphne ties his hands with a chaise lounge and takes out the jacket that Claude was wearing at the party that day from a closet, and finds the part of the necklace in the jacket pocket that Debbie had slipped into his pocket that day. Now she tears the necklace part out and gives it to Debbie, and Debbie forwards it to John. John gets the proof, and the next day he goes to Claude's house with the police force and arrests him. The police start intimidating Claude at the police station. But Claude could not give a proper answer to any of their questions, and all the evidence was against him. So, Claude is completely trapped. Meanwhile, everyone at Lou's house celebrated Claude's arrest and their success. At this time, Tammy says, after deducting the cost of stealing the necklace, they have only 600 crore rupees, 6 billion INR left, which will be much less if divided by 8. Then Debbie says, "What did you think? Did we only steal the one necklace?" "No, we stole all the original jewels of that museum." Then she tells everyone the flashback story of the other necklaces. Actually, when everyone at the party got busy looking for the $150 million necklace, Lou, with the help of an old friend, removed all the original jewelry from the exhibition room and replaced them with fake jewelry. However, the task was not very easy because hidden laser lights were installed near all the statues in the exhibition room. Lou's friend puts on special glasses, which allows him to see the laser lights around the statues. After this, he carefully crosses the lasers, removes all the original jewelry from the statues, and replaces them with the fake jewelry made with a 3D printer. He puts the original jewels in a bag, goes downstairs, ties the bags to a small remote control boat in the water, and Lou brings the jewels to herself through the remote from above. In this way, they steal all the jewelry there with a completely perfect plan, and Tammy takes those things out through the kitchen exit. And adding up all this jewelry, Debbie calculates and says, each of them will get 300 crore rupees, 3 billion INR from here. Hearing this, everyone is surprised. Finally, Daphne, who is not a part of it before, they stole only the 1,200 crore rupees necklace and left at the very end. Then everyone gets busy spending the money. Amita is seen on a date. Nineball opens her own pool club. Constance starts making vlogs. Daphne has now become a film director from an actress. She makes her own movies. Lou is on her dream bike tour. And the mastermind of all the heists, Debbie Ocean, is seen sitting drunk next to her brother Ocean's grave. And this is where the movie ends. So friends, let us know in the comment box how you liked the story of the 1,200 crore rupees necklace heist. And if you are new, please subscribe to the channel. I will be back with a masterpiece heist movie again. Stay well, stay healthy.